Another word for Vedanta is Upanishad. Upanishad, which is you are hearing this now. Where from Upanishad word has come? देखो up plus ni plus sat. There is a root in Sanskrit called sat. You know, Sanskrit is based on roots. I think it will be told later on. Sanskrit is made of roots. Supposing your name is, what name shall I take? If anybody's name I take, he'll become conscious. So, supposing somebody's name is Abhed, chalo bhai. Why to trouble you? How this name had come? It has come from a root called Bhid. Bhid means to separate. Root is there. Root means metal of that. Like, you know, there is a gold and you can make bangle, you can make necklace, you can make earring. Earring, yeah. Earring, nose rings, not earring. That, what is it called? Earring, earring, nose ring, pendant. This is addition on that dhatu called gold. So bhid is from bhid came the bhed, they added something. Division. Abhed means in which there is no division. They kept on adding here. In which there is no division. Right? This is how the words are constructed. Oh, very nice. I didn't know all these things. Good, I came here to know all this. So Abhed word has come in which there is no division. When one who has the anand of that, then will become Abhed. A little about my name later on, not in front of everybody. I'll ask you later on. What is your name? My name, Michael. No, see, this is not a Sanskrit name. So it has no root inside. What is that? No root of Michael. No. Some root like Kal, Phal. No root. So Sad is a root in Upanishad. Sad. Not sad. Sad. It has two prefixes called up plus ni. Not English ni. Up plus ni. Oh, very nice. So up plus ni plus sad. There is a rule by which if e is followed by sa becomes sha, and therefore becomes Upanishad. You don't say Upanishad. It is Upanishad. Okay. Therefore you need to know some Sanskrit. Are you seeing the depth which comes by Sanskrit? I just want you should be in love with that knowledge. It is my dream that you should love this language and you should love Vedanta. If this much is there, then I'm very happy. It may take time, no problem. Then no, I'm not in a hurry. But I want you should love language, you should love Vedanta, you should love Gita, you should love Ramayana. It is so beautiful, so wonderful. I don't feel like reading any book. You know, English authors, this bestseller. There is no depth in comparison to what all these things has. As if eating a very good food, somebody is giving very ordinary. So have a very high intellectual taste, high spiritual taste. Make your taste very good. Very depth should be there in what you are thinking, talking. So up plus ni plus sat. Okay. Up means what? First let us see sat. Sat has three meanings. Oh, Sad has three meanings. What is the meaning of Sad? Visharan, Gati, Avasadhanani. Three meanings. I'm telling in Sanskrit also, in English also. Those who can note in Sanskrit, they can note, because there are some people who understand Sanskrit very well. What is the meaning? Vishran gati avasadhanani. Vishran means destruction. Avasadhana means weakening. And gati means ushering. Three meanings are there. Destruction, weakening, and ushering. Oh. Vishran gati avasadhanani. अर्थ यस्य उपनी इति पूर्वस्य यस्य धातोः क्विप प्रत्यांत यस्य धातोः क्विप प्रत्यांतस्य. I am avoiding lot of Sanskrit. You will get afraid. But I am tempted. Tempted. But everything I am translating. Don't see too much of Sanskrit from you are using. I am trying to translate it. No word will be untranslated. Okay. But Sanskrit has its own sweetness, its depth. You feel like hearing. So three meanings what was there? First was destruction, second weakening, and ushering. Right? Okay. That which destroys the ignorance. That knowledge which destroys the ignorance. Oh. Second, that which weakens our worldliness. And that which ushers us to the Brahman or Moksha. Three meanings are there. Up plus ni plus sat. La 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 la. La 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 la. So that which destroys our ignorance. Well, but why to destroy ignorance? I am very happy. You are happy to be ignorant. Because of ignorance, so much problem is there. Anywhere you did mistake, you still say, I did not know, therefore I did mistake. How can you say like that? No, but we have heard ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss for a very short time. Complete the sentence. If you don't know properly anything and you have to deal with it, you will always suffer. I don't know supposing I don't know you properly and I have to live with you in the same room. I don't know your nature, what time you get up, what you eat, what you do. You always have apprehension. And you don't talk also supposing. Other person is Moni Baba. So I ask, hello sir, what time you get up in the morning? What time you get up? You will try to sleep towards the left or right. Very difficult to live there. Supposing you are in the ashram, so this question must have come. What are the rules? What are the do's and don'ts? What I have to bring? Therefore, you must have got the guideline or something. What I have to bring? Which kind of clothes shall I put on? Which kind of room I'll have? What type is the food is there? Or what is the schedule? What is the timing? When you are in the ashram, you should know the ashram. Where is satsang hall? Where is kitchen? Otherwise, you took Upanishad and for satsang you went in the kitchen. It's not possible because you did not know where is the kitchen. All this has happened with me, therefore I am telling. Only I want to talk to Swami. You should know one when I talk, when I sit out, when I don't sit out. I want some flower also. For what? For puja. Okay, we'll do something. When you are dealing with your eye and you don't know that eye, haha, you will not suffer, sir. Sir, you are dealing with the world and you don't know exactly what world is. You will not suffer. You will have suffer. All problem is because of ignorance. Now I got very attached to him. Very attached. Achha? Then what happened? It all ended in a big pain. Still that pain has not yet gone. Still I have the problem. Because you didn't know certain. I didn't know he'll behave like that. Actually didn't know. I only was ignorant about him. Very good. Very good, very good. Now you're okay now? Okay. So that which destroys the ignorance, Visharan, that which loosens our sukh dukh every day. Morning I'm very happy. Every evening I get very depressed. By 8 o'clock my depression is very deep. Acha. He said the morning was very fine. He only disturbed me. Acha. What happened? I was sitting quietly. He only said something to me. It made me very sad. But what he said, I will not tell it. Swamiji, I don't want to complain about everything. But there is an issue. What issue is there? Leave it. The issue is with him or with you. I think between us there is an issue. Why don't you take a tissue and wipe it? I was very happy. You know, this ECG moods we have. That which loosens this. Second, what is the Sanskrit word? Avasadhan. I want the answer at the tip of the tongue, not that you have to see, search. Answer should be at the tip, not at the back of the tongue. When I ask any question, it should be that tip. Even if it is wrong, don't worry. And third was Gati, that which ushers to moksha and Brahman. So Sad is the name of Brahma Vidya, knowledge. Sad is the name of knowledge. Sanskrit students, those who are knowing, hope you know that Sad actually is a root. So quip is a pratyay. Quip. It converts the root into noun. Therefore it becomes noun. It's a noun. Sad is a noun. Like, he is a cook. I mean, he is cooking. But cooking has one word converted into noun. He is a cook. I am walking. Verb or noun? Verb. But I went for a walk. The walking converted into noun. So this grammatically, this sad is a dhatu. It converted into noun. Don't worry. Those who have not understood, it is later on you understand. Now there are two prefixes. One was up, other was bolo, ni. Okay, what is the meaning of up and ni? Please tell. I'm in a hurry. Up means that knowledge which is gained by going near to the teacher. That knowledge which cannot be known by book. You have to go near to the teacher. Near to the teacher means what? You have to directly hear from him. And supposing I hear from cassette or tape recorder or from the internet, same thing supposing somebody hears from it. What you are talking, you are recording it. And supposing I had not joined the course and I hear somewhere else in my pastime, it is not up. Shall I say the right thing or wrong thing? No, right thing you say, why will you say wrong thing? No, there will some benefit will be there. But when you come all the way, there is an austerity involved. There is a humility involved. There is a discipline involved. And while you are getting the knowledge, very big thing is going to happen. What? You will never feel, I got the knowledge. You will feel, knowledge was given to me. So the ahankar will be slowly diluted after getting the knowledge. When you discover something by your own self or you study and find it out, that ahankar will remain. I worked very hard and I understood this. Here you will feel, teacher worked very hard and he made me understand it. And therefore, after listening to this knowledge, your ahankar will go away, which is the target. This is how we become humbler after knowing spiritual knowledge and more arrogant after knowing worldly knowledge. Because there I am very important. I knew it by myself. Teacher only taught for half an hour. After that I researched it. I went to the Google then. I found 5, 6 websites. Then from the website I copied, copy paste I did. Then I submitted the same research paper. Who worked? I worked. It was my idea to do like that. Here you cannot say it was my idea. I got from my Guru. Saints conferred this knowledge to me. Therefore, you have to go near the teacher, sit down. Acha, pain is also there. Pain is also there in the knees. Therefore, knee is there next dhatus. Each word. Knee. Knee means what? Nishtha. You are wholeheartedly committing yourself for that. There is nothing called here partial love does not work. Little थोड़ा सा प्यार इधर थोड़ा सा उधर आपको पूरा देना पड़ेगा. Whole you have to give yourself completely. Why? Because you are not 100% available for the knowledge. So other time you do something, sometime you do something. So that hard work that teacher does, that you are throwing cold water if you do something at other time. Therefore, nishtha should be there. Commitment should be there. So this is called up plus ni. I hope this is clear. Clear, no? Up plus ni plus sat. Oh. So I'm available. I'm available. How long you'll be available? You know, when the student come to the teacher says, how long you are here? We have come all the way, Malays. Gurudev, I have come all the way. From where? From my house. What for? For this knowledge. Oh. How long you are here? Sir, as long as knowledge is not taking place, I'm not going to leave. 30 years you live in the ashram. Yes, sir. For that knowledge, what can you do? Anything, sir. Wash the dishes. Lot of cows are in the ashram. Graze the cows. Okay. This is knee. At times I will not talk to you. You will not feel bad. It's fine. We'll get up early in the morning. Yes, sir. But I'll get the knowledge. Yes. You have to meditate every day. Yes, sir. I'll do that. How long? As long as possible. You'll go back somewhere? No. What is your priority? Knowledge. How long? As long as I don't get it. What can you leave for this knowledge? Anything. Whatever you say. Eat once only. And that to what food I give? Okay. Go for Viksha outside. And bring the food. If I give, you eat. Otherwise, don't eat. Okay, sir. This knowledge was found in Himalayas. Therefore, very few qualified people were there who can sacrifice so much. Therefore, Gurudev had to go to Uttarkashi. Knee. It's not that little, I have only, 2 weeks time is there. I hope knowledge will take place. Knowledge may not take place. Acidity may be there. In 2 weeks, if you are eating lot of pickles, acidity may be there. Knowledge may not. Or cold may take place. Or sneezing may come. In 2 weeks, yes. But what is knowledge? Knowledge should take time. This is knee. Up plus Ni plus Sat. I'm now concluding this topic. Up plus Ni plus Sad, where Sad has two meanings, destruction and loosening, Vishrana and Avasadan. This is called Dukh Nivritti, cessation of sorrows. And Up plus Ni plus Sad, where Sad has the meaning of moksha, it is called Anand. So Upanishad means that which takes away the sorrows and takes you to the joy. Oh, I think a lot of difficult notes will be there today. Quite a technical class is this. Good, I am writing everything. I'll submit the same paper. So, clear हो गया? Up plus Ni plus Sat. Three meanings were. The student who, that knowledge which comes, that knowledge which destroys the sorrow, when the student approaches the teacher and is committed to it for a long time. One meaning. Second meaning, that knowledge which takes you to liberation and ultimate joy. After same thing, a student comes to the teacher with full commitment. Up plus Ni plus Sat. Oh, very nice. I think I'm understanding it. This is the glory of knowledge. This is why saints have to go live ashram. They have to do the menial work like washing the clothes, cleaning the vessels. When I went to the ashram, so first day I was given to wash the dishes of not 2 3 people, 200 people. And in my house I never washed the dishes. And people, then I realized how badly people eat also. So much wastage is there. They don't eat properly. Ideally, one grain of rice also should not be left out. Ideally, you should eat, so don't take that. First day when I saw, habit was not there. And just big vessels and big containers, tubs were there. And I had to wash. With me, 2 3 more were there. One cold water, ordinary water, one was the hot water, one was the soap water. 3 sinks were there. So first it was put in the ordinary water, then you put in the soap water, then the hot water, then wipe it, then keep the dishes. 1 hour it took almost. First day I felt I thought this thali should be thrown on the same person so that whatever he has left should go on his face straight away. But ashram has guru, you can't do anything about this. I said, this is what for I am like, I will come some other. Then I said, mind said, you have come here to drop your ahankar, anger. Why you think human being have eaten? God has it. Sorry. If God has left over something, you will be so, you will have despicable feeling with that. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is not a washing, this is a puja. Okay. I'm sorry. Mind change in few days only. 3 days. When I hearted Vishnu Sahasranam, the moment I started cleaning, Vishnu Sahasranam started. ओम विश्वम विष्णुर्वषट्कारो भूत भव्य भवत प्रभूत कृत भाव भूतात्मा भूत भावना भूतात्मा परमात्मा च मुक्ता नाम परमागति अव्यय पुरुष साक्षी क्षेत्र क्षीर ये सब होता है. नी, नो मदर, नो फादर, नो फोन, नो कॉन्टैक्ट, नो मनी, नो प्रॉपर क्लोथ्स, नो hot clothes, nothing. One doctor used to come once in a week. Ni, up plus Ni plus Sat. Upanishad. Okay, right. I'm understanding. Now there are 4 Vedas: Rig Ved, Yajur Ved, Sam Ved, and Athar Ved. There are, in the Vedas, there were branches. So there are 1180 branches of all the Vedas. Combined, not on each Veda. And each Shakha or branch had a Upanishad. And therefore, 1180 Upanishad were there. What? 1180 Upanishad were there, yes. Nobody can study all. Let me complete. Out of that, 108 are only found. Thank God. Others are lost. Otherwise, I have to study all. No. 108 are. Still, there is a book where you get all Upanishad consolidated. Oh, yes. And in that 108 Upanishad, Bhagwan Shankaracharya had written commentary on 10 Upanishads. 10 Upanishads. 10 Upanishads. And those 10 Upanishads we are going to study. ईशकेन कठ प्रश्न मुंडक मांडूक्य तित्तिरिहि ऐतरेय च छांदोग्यम बृहदारण्यकम तथा. You want to write? Huh? Okay. In Sanskrit or in English? Both I will say. So those one is Ishavasya Upanishad. You can write it. Ishavasya. Then second is Keno Upanishad. Ishavasya, Keno Upanishad. Then Katho Upanishad. Then Prashno Upanishad. Then Mundak Upanishad. Then Mandukya Upanishad. Mandukya. Then Taittiriya Upanishad. Taittiriya. Then Aitareya Upanishad. Then Chandogya Upanishad. Then last is most voluminous, on which I am going to talk in Vibhuti, is Brihadaranyak Upanishad. Brihadaranyak. I am repeating it quickly. Ishavasya, Keno Upanishad, Katho Upanishad, Mundak Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad, Aitareya Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, and Brihadaranyak. You should by heart it. Prashno? Prashno is also there. Promote this Prashno. Isha, how about this slok? Isha kena katha prashna mundak mandukya tittirihi aitareya cha chandogyam brihadaranyakam tatha. Arey, I could not write, only Isha I write. You say so fast. Isha kena katho prashna mundak mandukya tittirihi Aitareyam cha chandogyam brihadaranyakam tatha. Don't worry, relax. So this from Yajurved is this Upanishad called Kathopanishad. Yajurved, Kathopanishad. And Yajurved had two branches. It is called recensions. One is called Krishna Yajurved, other is Shukla Yajurved. In South India, Krishna Yajurved is popular. I think in your Abhivade, you must be taking the name, no? Shakha, what is your Shakha? Shakha hai. एक शाखा होगी. एक शाखा बोलेंगे. When you do Abhivade, Shakha is said. So they are the protector of a certain Shakha. From that clan they come out. This tradition is very much in South India. I like that. So Krishna Yajurved is there. In Krishna Yajurved, Kathak Shakha is there, and that is called Kathopanishad. This other Shakha of that is called Titri Shakha. From that comes Taittiriya Upanishad. Don't worry, just some information. Okay. Now I am coming to and this Upanishad has 120 mantras almost, 2 chapters, and each chapter has 3 sections. That section is called Valli. And then 6 Vallis are there. It is a little bigger Upanishad, but I thought I will take so that when you leave, you will feel a little contented. Yes, I heard something good. I thought Upanishad will become too much. Let me take some small text. I thought, let me try. Now I will take Shanti Mantra of this Upanishad, which you have chanted. Om Sahana Bhavatu already is there. So I'm not going to chant because I have already chanted. I think you all have your books. Everybody has the books or not? If you should not forget the book when you come. In all classes you should bring at least that book which is required. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu. Very popular and most easy to chant. Why Shanti Mantra is required? Supposing I don't have Shanti Mantra, then what will happen? Nothing will happen. देखो एक बात ध्यान रखना. Prayer is required in that area where you put effort and still you fail. You don't have to pray, oh God, may I eat food today. May, when I put food in the mouth should munch. May my hairs grow. This is not a prayer. Prayer is that area where you want something and you have tried for it and you fail. You know it is not in my hand. So where is the prayer? You know there is one God who is omnipotent. He can give anything. He can give anything. He can create sari of Draupadi. I don't know. Slowly you will realize all these things. He can create milk where there is no milk. In 1995, I was in Bombay. Mr. Bahrani's house was there. He said, Swamiji, come here. This big Ganeshji was there. He said, please feed milk to Ganeshji. So she brought a milk in this katori. I put on the tray. All milk gone. I said, by get more. Ganeshji's diet is good. Another milk came. That also gone. We kept on giving. That milk went on. No wetness anywhere in the murti. Murti was very fine. With my eyes I have seen. So anything God can do. He can sort my problem also. Only 1-2 conditions are there. What? Please tell. I'm in a hurry. No, first condition is you should know that God can give something. And second condition, in your life, you should make Him hearer. Supposing somebody wants to talk to me. Well, Swamiji, I want to talk to you. Who are you? Just a person on the road. Okay. How long can you talk? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Because you have no relation, you never came and now just you talk out of the blue. If your son says, I want to talk to you, Mummy, you can give more time. Because you have a relation, you are happy. Before praying, make God hearer by your good actions at least. Have a good relation with Him. Good rapport should be there. Now supposing somebody is drunkard and somebody is beating the wife and he says, Swamiji, I want to talk to you. My mind will be reserved slightly. To give time to somebody also you should be in a good terms. Then third step comes. You go to the God and say, Bhagwan, what happened? I want something. What do you want? There is prayer comes. Most of you must be wanting to listen to this knowledge maybe since long. Maybe. Or when the course will be over, you will also want, it is getting over, I wanted to hear more, what is this? I have to go tomorrow. Why? My work is there, profession is there, my college is there. But I want to stay, Swami. I want. Ishkena Katha Prashna, I am just only Katha Upanishad. All other Upanishad, who will teach them? What do you want? To stay here but my child is in the home, or my son is not well, or my father is like that, my studies are there. So what you appear? So difficult. What? So difficult? You study every day. And I also want to become up plus ni. I want to give my life. I also want, Swamiji, I don't understand. I also want to understand this. But my problem is that my fate is like that, and my parents are also little. Or my wife is like that. My husband is like that. Somehow my wife allowed here. If she hears your talk, she won't allow also. Because she will be afraid that I'm making him dispassionate. The possibility is not there. Very difficult for what I really want. Really, really, I'm not saying anything. I'm serious about it. I really want. This is called Prakarshan Arthana. Really, I want it. Arthana means desire. Really, I want it. But you can't do it all alone. Yes, lot of obstacles are there. Here one obstacle, there another. Mind nature is also a problem. First is outer things are also a problem. And plus I'm not a simple person, complex mind I have. Ego is also there. Acha? Himalaya is short in front of my ego. So that is also a problem. Secondly, food is also a problem. I like ganna bhaji, sugarcane beans. Here you have come to eat sugarcane bhaji or listen to Upanishad. No, I'm just telling about myself. But I really want. But there is a big mountains I see around me. Bhagavan can remove it. Really? Yes. What shall I do? Go to him. Prarthana. He can remove every problem. Yes. Sure. Swami, are you speaking from experience? Of course. I don't talk about book. I myself have gone through a lot of experience. I myself have prayed for many things and it has happened. What was impossible became possible. We don't talk just at the intellectual level. We talk from the heart. Anything can happen. If your intentions are noble, it can happen. And therefore we need a prayer so that my obstacle for gaining knowledge and living in the ashram and getting that flow of thought continuously should be removed forever. And therefore I am going to the Lord and asking Om Sahnavavatu. I am going to pray. We will see more tomorrow.